You can probably think of 100 reasons right now not to take a vacation. I'm here to give you some reasons why you should. My name is Evan Jordan. I'm a professor in the Department of Health and Wellness Design at the Indiana University School of Public Health, Bloomington. I have a travel website, video series, and podcast called The Trip Doctor, and one of the things I've studied most over the last 8 years is stress and its relationship with vacations. We're all dealing with extra stress right now due to the COVID-19 pandemic. One thing is for sure, stress is detrimental to our mental and physical health. Let's start by talking about stress and our mental health. So stress is very strongly related to feeling negative emotions. Might be frustration, anger, irritability, that sort of thing. It's also very closely related to experiencing things like anxiety and depression. So all of those things work together to make you feel mentally bad when you have a lot of stress. Those things have actually a negative effect on your physical health as well. This is something that I think a lot of times goes, that people don't talk about in relation to stress. But what are some of the things that stress does to your physical health? Well, first, and probably most importantly right now during the pandemic, is if you experience stress for a long period of time, it actually has a negative effect on your immune system. So something is called immunosuppression. So it hinders your ability to fight infections if you were to get an infection, such as something like COVID-19. It also has some strong negative effects on things like your blood pressure. So it increases your blood pressure. It increases your chances of getting heart disease if you experience a lot of stress. And it also affects your cognitive abilities. So if you experience a lot of stress, you're much more likely to struggle doing mental tasks, everyday mental tasks even. The other thing is it affects things like your sleep. And so when you experience stress, you experience negative emotions, you experience a lot of these thoughts or feelings and hurts your physical health, that actually can boil into other aspects of your life. So if you have stress, you're much more likely to have negative interactions with somebody like your spouse or your children or your parents or whoever it is that you're interacting with. So suffice to say, stress is really bad. That's one of the reasons in particular that you really still need a vacation right now. All those negative health effects of stress that's coming, some of it from COVID, some of it from other aspects of our life that we have just normally, those things add up to say you still need to take a vacation, even though we're living in a COVID-19 pandemic. So what does that mean in terms of taking a vacation? Taking a vacation doesn't necessarily mean you have to travel somewhere. So I actually have a whole nother video that's dedicated to staycations, and that's actually taking a vacation in your own home or in the area near where you live. The most important thing to remember when we're talking about taking a vacation, especially during this pandemic, is that you need to get out of your everyday normal routines. If you can do that, especially in an outdoor environment, then that's going to have a doubly positive effect on your physical and mental health. So if you can get out of your normal routines, let's say go to a park or some other type of green space, that actually has an extra positive effect on your physical and mental health. Because if you're out in a green space, it's more likely that you're going to be exercising, whether it's walking, hiking, biking, running, anything like that. Exercise is good for your physical health and it's good for your mental health as well. That'll help you reduce your stress and help you feel happy. The other thing that we know from research is that actually just being in green spaces, being in nature, has a protective effect on our experience of stress. So if you go out in a green space, you have your vacation time, you're out of your normal routine, when you come back into your normal life and you go back to work at home or you go back to work in the office, that experience in a green space actually carries over and makes it less likely that you're going to get stressed later. So if you're feeling stressed, all these things with the COVID pandemic, with work, with home life are piling up. It's especially important for you right now to take that vacation. I know it might not feel that way, and I know you might not feel like you are able to take a vacation, but that is precisely why you actually need to take that vacation. Get outside, get out of your normal routine, get those health and wellness benefits from activity, from exercise, from green spaces, from getting out of your normal routines, and that's going to help you be happy and healthy in your normal everyday life when you go back to it.